In this lesson, I'm going to be talking about building a mailing list and how you can use your website to build a list of ideal prospects. So let's talk about list building. First of all, why do you want to do list building? And also, how do you go about doing it? These are two major questions you want to ask yourself, and it's a big function of having a website. So if you do have a website and you don't have a list, then pay attention because this lesson will definitely help you out. So first, let's talk about the reasons why you'd even want to build a list to begin with. First of all, when you have a list of people who have come to your website and looked around and paid attention to what you offer, you are talking about your target audience. These are people who are genuinely interested in what you have to offer and some of the things you have to say. And so if you have a way for them to stay in touch with you through a list, you've definitely tapped into your major, most focused target audience. Next, another reason why you want to have a list is it lets you develop relationships with prospects. If somebody comes to your website and it's the first time they've ever been introduced to you, they may join your list just to see what else you have to offer. And if you're sending out valuable information and valuable content on a regular basis, they're going to begin to trust you and have a sense of relationship with you, which is a great way of starting off with a new prospect. Once you've developed that relationship, you've established trust and you've established credibility with these prospects, and trust plus credibility can generally equal sales in whatever business it is you're doing. It's all about building relationships with people, developing even friendships if you can. Those types of relationships will always lead to better results in terms of your revenues. So now that you know why to develop a list, let's talk about how you can actually do it online through your website. The first thing is you want to think about a free giveaway that you can offer to people who show up at your website and basically incent them to give you their email address and their contact information. So you might have a book that you've written and you've published it in ebook format. You could give that book away. You could give away a free tip sheet. You could give away maybe a discount to some of your products and services. It's really up to you how you want to do this. But you do have to offer some incentive for them to want to sign up for your list. Just like if you were at a trade show, you may offer people, the ability to win something if they put their name into your draw. The same idea happens here online. You've got to be able to give away value in exchange for adding them to your prospect list. The next thing you want to do is look at an autoresponder solution. Now, below this video, you'll see some autoresponders that I recommend, and you can have a look and price them out. But an autoresponder is basically a small piece of software. It's a system you can buy through a website that allows you to put a contact form on your page, and it also allows you to automate email responses to people. So if somebody signs up at 3 in the morning and you're asleep, they'll get an automatic message right away, welcome you to the website, welcoming them to your list, and delivering their free giveaway, whatever it is that you've offered to them. And these autoresponder systems make it very easy and very efficient for you to grow a list of any size you want. So it could be a list of 5 people, it could be a list of 5,000 people. It's all easily manageable by you if you have a good autoresponder system. And some of them are very expensive and some of them are fairly cheap. It's up to you as to what you need to use. The average price I see people spending on these are about $20 a month. And then you want to think about a system or a plan to maintain contact with people. And that's something I want to get into in the next slide. But you don't want to just add people to your list on the free giveaway and then never contact them again. You want to stay in touch with them, and you want to have some kind of idea in place as to how you plan on staying in touch with your list. So let's talk about list management right now. Once you have a list, you need to maintain regular contact with these people. Some list owners, like full-time internet marketers, like to mail their list every single day. Personally, I find that a little excessive. For any standard business owner, whether you own a restaurant or a spa or any kind of business you can think of, sending out a message to your list once a week is, on average, a pretty good idea. It reminds them that you're there. It gives you an opportunity to talk about a story or an article or maybe a new special that you have going on, but it doesn't bombard them with information, and they're not going to unsubscribe from your list because you're sending them information once a week. If you send it once a day, that could be a little much for some people. Other list owners like to send information once a month. It all depends on how you want to do it. But the main thing is you got to keep in touch with the people on your list. And so just to close out this presentation, I've listed some ideas here of things you can send out to your list through your autoresponder system once you have it up and running. And I've personally used all these things. So you could have a newsletter you send out once a week, once a month, testimonials from people who just completed a project or a seminar that you delivered, offers or specials, or it could be a buy one, get one free discount on some of your products. Could be an offer for just something free that you want to give away to your loyal customers. If you're running a blog, which I recommend every business owner does, you could send your latest blog post out to your list and ask them to read it, ask them for feedback. You can include stories in that. So all of these things should provide you with inspiration as to how you can stay in contact with your list. But the main thing is build a list and stay in touch with those people, because that will be your ideal target market online.